pleasure to welcome to the show a member of the Order of Canada, a member of the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame, and the only Canadian ever to win a golf major. It is Mike Weir, the 2003 Masters champion. Sir, thanks for joining us. How are you?
Yeah, of course. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. It's summer. We get to stretch out. We're a very hockey show, but we love to jump into different sports in the summer. And coming up on August 15th, it's the Rogers Charity Classic, and we're super excited to hear you're back again. Are you excited to get back to Calgary?
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm taking a little break right now, so by the time I get back to Calgary, I'll be ready to play after 5 or 6 weeks off. So it'll be a good time to get back into it.
How's the golf game?
It was a little rusty. It was part of the reason my back a little bit, taking a little time off, took almost 2 weeks off and starting to feel good. So I'm starting to practice again and just need a little reboot. So by the time I get to Calgary, hopefully the form will be back on and be ready to go.
One of the things I love about the Champions Tour is, you got the 3-day events, not 4, and guys kind of pick their spots a bit. You got a lot of family around you. It seems like while, of course, everyone's very competitive, the intensity level, it just feels quite different than the main tour. Is that fair, or am I understating it?
No, that's fair. I mean, it is fair. I mean, once we get out there and, tee off on Friday, the competitive fire gets going and, of course you take pride in your game and you work hard at your game and you want to play well, but it's not, like the regular tour where you go in the lunchroom on the PGA Tour and there could be 5 guys in there. They're all at 5 different tables, and no one wants to, let their guard down where, there's 5 of us in the lunchroom. We're all sitting together talking and, it's quite a bit different.
I want to go back to 2003. Obviously, a moment that changes your career. Not that you didn't have an incredible career with or without, but before and after had to have felt very different, especially off the course. As your status as a celebrity in this country, as sort of cementing yourself as a Canadian icon. But early that year, you win a couple tournaments. I believe at the
LA
it was Palm Springs and Riviera. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you feel like this is my year and I'm humming, or was it just, hey, I'm in this pocket of playing really good golf. I'm top 10 in the world. It could be me at any tournament.
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. I think, I started off the year 2002 was I remember being a little bit disappointed. I actually played pretty well, but didn't score very well. I remember lots of top 20s and things like that, but really never contended to win. And I was determined in 2003 to kind of break through and got off to a great start in the year and got some momentum, won those 2 tournaments and was in contention of a lot of other ones. So I think riding that momentum into the Masters was huge. I was riding a lot of confidence going in there.
What's that week like? I mean, it's a temple. It's one of one tournament, and obviously they say it takes a few reps there. If someone's a newcomer, you just don't even look at them. Let's move down the list and find some guys that have played here before. I mean, there's a rhythm to it that's probably different than all others.
Yeah, I feel like experience is huge there. I played 3 or 4 or 5 times before winning there, I guess, and always from the first time I played, I played pretty well and felt comfortable around the golf course. And, my short game was really on point that year, my wedge game, my putting. And that's what you have to do, and I don't care how far you hit it. You gotta make a lot of 5-foot putts, 8-foot putts. You can be 30, 40 feet from the hole and hit a great putt, and you're going to be left with sometimes 4, 5, 6 feet for your second putt. So you got to be able to convert those and make those. And I was doing that. And it's just such a special place. The line between playing really good and going home Friday is very thin. You can play some really good golf, hit some shots, and it makes you look silly there. You catch a gust of wind, and the landing areas are so small on the greens. So it's a magical place. Every time I go there, I'm grateful every time I get to play.
Yeah, no question. It's cool to see you with the younger group of Canadians now that I feel like you've shepherded in a way, if not just inspired as youngsters, seeing yourself on the tour. Pendrith, Connors, Hadwin, Taylor, Hughes, many other great young Canadians now. It felt like you were a lone wolf Canadian on tour back in your day at times. Yeah. How proud are you of the young fellas?
Yeah, it's true. It's it's great to see. That Tuesday practice round, at Augusta to play with those young guys and see their progress and watch them. That's always special for me. That's a special day, Tuesday, to play with the guys and then have the champions dinner later that night. So Tuesday is really a highlight day of the week for me there. And just watch them progress and go about their craft. I'm there as, maybe a sounding board and maybe to show them a few things around the course. They all have their coaches and their things that they do and their routines that they do. I never want to interrupt that, but I want to be there for them if they have any questions and just know that I have their backs.
What was your champions dinner? Tell us about it.
Well, my good friend of mine, Alistair Mackay, who I grew up with from a kid playing, soccer and a number of different things he became a chef. So I asked Alistair to kind of put a Canadian themed dinner together for me, and it was elk. Elk was the main course, but we had smoked salmon from the West Coast. We had Canadian beers and wines and all the things, and it turned out really really well, I thought.
That's unreal. You dabbled in wine yourself. Tell us about some of the off the course business opportunities that I imagine only got bigger and more plentiful after 2003.
Yeah. I mean, I think that was one thing. There was more opportunities that come your way when you win a major championship, and some things you say yes to, and some others you don't. You got a life, family. You got to manage your time, so to speak. I think that's the biggest thing was trying to manage my time and still stay focused on my game and not get too distracted by that. So those are some of the bigger things I think that come along with when you win a big tournament like that.
Yeah, no question. I mean, it's funny because every Canadian will remember where they were when that tournament was going on and the circus that was up here. But you were just one guy in the field down in Augusta. Everyone's hometown or home country is cheering them on. It's just such a special
Yeah.
tournament. It's an incredible moment. I wanted to ask you about what you do when you come to Calgary. I know some of the guys like to come early and fly fish. Other guys will
Yeah.
bring family. They go out to Banff. What's your ritual and how many charity classics is it now for you?
Yeah, I don't really have a ritual, but I have fly fished. I fished on the bow last year. Went up and around Kananaskis just for a hike. College buddy of mine who caddies for me there, Jeff Kramer. We went for a little cruise up there on hike. We got rained on, but just exploring the beauty of Alberta and obviously some great restaurants in and around there. That's always fun at night. Try some different restaurants and get about the city a little bit. My wife's been in sometimes, so we've gone out, done some different things in and around the city. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This year I'm probably playing Seattle the week before. So I'll probably get in Monday and, with the tournament not starting Friday, maybe fly fishing again this year.
Love it. What's it like being on tour? You pick your schedule. Do you have some great pals there, or is it just all old friends that you've been? It feels like the high school reunion from all the old days on tour.
Yeah, there's obviously a bunch of us that have known each other a long time. There's some new faces out there too. Some guys that gone through the qualifying process and stuff. There's some new faces, but yeah, I mean, I guess the guys that I know are guys that I played a lot of Presidents Cup with. A lot of the
Mhm.
international guys, Ernie's and Retiefs, and the guys like that I played Presidents Cups with. But yeah, I think guys do their own thing mostly still. I mean, guys go out to dinner with one another and stuff. But once you get to the golf course, you're trying to plan your week and manage your time to kind of prepare your game for Friday. And so there's still a lot of us take pride in our games. We want to work hard. We still practice hard. So a lot of the time, as you get to be 55, you're out there till 6, 7 o'clock at night practicing. You just want to get some food and go to bed, get ready for the
Yeah.
next day.
No question.
Yeah.
Wanted to pick your brain on the state of golf. I mean, there's lots going on right now. You've got the Live Tour that's been
Mhm.
rather disruptive, whether that's for positive or negative. I'm sure is up for interpretation. We've also got golf back in the Olympics, and it's stroke play, not necessarily another form. And I wanted to ask you what you think of like where's golf at, where is it
Mhm.
going, and what are some of the challenges and/or strengths of the game right now?
Yeah. It certainly seems strong. You know, my wife started this clothing brand for all a few years ago, and that sector, women's golf, is really growing. So that's a big positive. I think men's golf's growing too, but women's golf seems to be really growing. A lot more participation with the ladies, and so that's awesome to see. Um, yeah, live in the kind of battle with the PGA Tour. Those two tours, I don't like to see that. I like to see our best players playing with one another. Hopefully they can get that figured out. I don't know. I'm not smart enough to figure that out, but it would love to see the guys playing a little bit more often. Uh, against one another. It's still, I mean, obviously that the live golf is an exhibition. I mean, they're playing, shotgun start with tunes, and it'd be like playing, you do a lot of hockey, so it'd be like playing 2 periods of hockey with music playing all the time, and no one cares about the score. That's not competition, right? They don't, they
Yeah.
don't, they don't post, they don't post scores. They just post how much money guys made, and I think the average fan just doesn't really want to see that. We want to see real competition. We want to see how the guys are playing, and um, to me, that's not sustainable. So there's great players over there for sure, and I think to see them back playing 4 round competition, real golf would be great.
How do you feel about the Olympics? And I should take a step back. I mean, we have not talked about Brooke Henderson. I've talked about Canadian golf. I mean, she will
Mhm.
be a future Canadian Sports Hall of Famer. She's incredible.
Sure.
I would love to see the Olympics incorporate men and women more sort of team play rather than just another tournament, which, there's
Mhm.
lots of tournaments. The Olympics for me are a chance for golf to really be unique and show a different sort of angle. And they haven't chosen to do
Mhm.
that yet, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. They haven't chosen to do that. I mean, by all accounts, the little bit I've talked to the guys about the Olympics, they've all had great experience. They've liked it. As a fan watching, I haven't really gotten the buzz of thinking it's a big event, but I'm sure if you're an
Yeah.
Olympian, you're there, it's probably awesome. But maybe they do need to do something different to make it more engaging for the fans, and to get people really interested in it.
Yeah. Well, Mike, I appreciate your time a ton. We're really excited to see you out in Calgary for the Rogers Charity Classic. Always great to get a national icon out to Western Canada. And I know, we spent years talking about how can we get the Canadian Open out west sometime, and that's not going to happen. And we used to have the Greater Vancouver one, and there were some skins games here or there. But in Calgary, we do love this tournament, and it's great to see a national treasure like yourself swinging through in mid-August.
Well, thanks for having me on. I certainly look forward to get back up to Calgary and trying to tackle Canyon Meadows another time.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.